We are going to be answering someone who has been watching just like you. And their question is, my credit score from TransUnion is 650, but 550 from xperien. What is the cause? Like it is on a day like this one, you get to ask any question and yours truly, I'll be able to answer that. So let's dive in here to answer this particular question. We might be wanting to ask the question of why would they be interested in understanding the difference in here? Potentially they are in the real estate or they do a business, so they are looking at how best can they leverage other people's money. Yes, the bank's money is other people's monies, and I think this is the reason why this person here is tracking their credit report. What is a credit report? Well, a credit report is basically in every other country, we will have what is called a credit bureau. The credit bureau sort of like owns the data, right? And then there is various companies, service providers like TransUnion, like xperien. We've seen the likes of ClearScore coming in. There's so many of these companies that will come up. The predominant ones, the ones TransUnion, xperien, and they will come in and work alongside with the credit bureau, and they will give us, the consumers, the service of understanding our credit reports. The higher you do have on your credit report, like a 650, the more likely the lenders are going to lend you. But let's dive in to understand what is a report. A report will generally have your details, right? If you're an individual or if you're a company. Yes, these days we now have actually credit reports for companies. I have seen a couple as well. And then the second thing is that it will have your score. And a lot of people, I think this is where they just zoom into when they dive in to get their credit report. They don't look at anything else but just the score. But it also gives you the creditors, people that have lent you money over a period of time. If you've got a bond on your property, if you've got a home loan on your property, they will obviously be updating on a monthly basis. Some of these companies, my understanding is that they actually provide this information in real life. And for some of them, they provide this information in retro, right? So there's a little bit of a delay here, right? Okay. And on your report, what is also important here is they give you an opportunity to improve. So they give you a little bit of comments. But I also want to stress the fact that each service provider, like the TransUnion, like the xperien, they all have their own fashion in which that they're going to explain the report to you. It is now important to you to understand this fashion, but these are sort of like the high level things that you're going to see on your credit report. I would say that for us to answer the question on what is the difference here or what is the cause of the difference, well, the first thing that we want to double check on the report is that is the data that's being provided with TransUnion and xperien, is it the same data, right? So we're doing a like for like because we're comparing two reports, one which is sitting on 650 and another one on 550. Let's compare, is the data the same? And are the comments also the same that are being provided with a different TransUnion, even though the one might have a different color, even though the comments might be on page 2 and another one could be on page 5. Then if the two of these that I've just given here are vastly different, then there is a problem here in terms of the data because they are all pulling the data from potentially the same source, right? But maybe there might have been a change here and there, and if the data is any different and you are not so sure about that, maybe you now need to engage the service provider directly. So you now need to call in TransUnion. They've got a live chat I've seen on their website, or you can literally give them a call and say, hello, my name is John Brown, and this is my report. But I'm also seeing here, I've got another report from another service provider. There is a difference. The discrepancy is, can you resolve it? And they will be able to resolve it for you. But the reason why you are wanting to check this is obviously you're worried from a bank perspective. Here we are always talking about money and we're talking about business and real estate. So the question that why you are asking here is you're worried that the banks are going to look at you differently, right? Because now you got two different scores. So which one are they going to take? Will they take xperien? Will they take transunion? Worry not, my friend. The banks, yes, they will look at your credit score, but they also have another layer of what they would call their own credit risk. They're in this particular season, they're giving money to these type of people with this type of scores, right? Or like we are in real estate and we are always buying properties, they might, one particular bank might be giving a lot of money in a particular area, or they might be giving zero money in a particular area, right? So it's not just about your report that they're going to look into, but other factors as well. Do you bank with them? Do you have a relationship with them? Some banks would give you loan or would give you credit on the basis that you are with them because they understand you better, right? Or they would give you 110% compared to someone else that they don't know, then they'll give that person around about 80%, right? So there's many things to consider, but a high five to you in trying to understand your credit report. That is one, this is gold. So a high five to you, and thanks again for also asking this question. It identifies that we do have questions out there. And by the way, if you're watching this for the first time or you've never seen the Ask TJ show, this is what we do. I answer the questions, you ask the questions, and if you like it, you hit the like button. And over and above that, if you have a question in the comments, in the comments, you can ask your question and myself and the team, we will make sure that we are able to answer that. But before I go, do not forget to subscribe. Hit the subscription button so that we are able to get to you sooner whenever we are loading up these videos. It is I, TJ. It's great hanging out with you. I will see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.